Feeling like you are behind in life is a common experience that many people face at various stages. This sensation often arises from comparing oneself to others, societal expectations, or personal goals that seem unattainable. It can manifest as anxiety, stress, and a pervasive sense of inadequacy. In today's fast-paced world where social media constantly showcases the highlights of others' lives, it is easy to fall into the trap of believing that everyone else is moving forward while you are stuck in place. This feeling can be exacerbated by cultural and familial pressures to achieve certain milestones by specific ages, such as graduating, securing a job, getting married, or buying a home. From a psychological perspective, this feeling is rooted in the human tendency to measure self-worth based on external achievements and validation. When these benchmarks are not met according to an internal or external timeline, it can lead to feelings of failure and disappointment. Moreover, the fear of missing out, FOMO, can intensify these emotions, making it seem as though opportunities are slipping away and that you are falling further behind. Understanding this feeling involves recognizing its sources and acknowledging that it is a natural part of the human experience. It is important to remember that everyone has their own unique journey and timeline. The pressure to conform to societal standards can obscure the fact that personal growth and fulfillment do not follow a linear path. By exploring the roots of this feeling and examining the factors that contribute to it, one can begin to address it with greater clarity and compassion. This understanding sets the stage for exploring how Buddhist principles can offer a different perspective on time, progress, and success, ultimately helping to alleviate the distress associated with feeling behind in life. In Buddhism, the concept of time is fundamentally different from the linear perspective that dominates much of Western thought. Rather than viewing time as a strict sequence of past, present, and future, Buddhism emphasizes the fluidity and interconnectedness of all moments. This understanding is rooted in the principle of impermanence, anicca, which teaches that all phenomena are in a constant state of flux. Nothing remains static. Everything is continuously arising and passing away. This perspective encourages a more holistic view of existence, where each moment is both a culmination of past actions, karma, and a seed for future experiences. The Buddhist notion of time also challenges the conventional obsession with progress and achievement. In many cultures, life is often seen as a race against the clock, with milestones and deadlines dictating one's sense of accomplishment. However, Buddhism invites individuals to step out of this relentless pursuit and to recognize the present moment as the only true reality. The past is gone, and the future is yet to come. Thus, clinging to either can lead to unnecessary suffering. By focusing on the here and now, one can cultivate a deeper sense of peace and contentment. Moreover, the cyclical nature of time in Buddhism is encapsulated in the concept of samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This cycle continues until one attains enlightenment, nirvana, breaking free from the endless loop of suffering. Understanding samsara helps practitioners realize that their current life situation is just one phase in an ongoing journey. This broader perspective can alleviate feelings of being behind or inadequate, as it underscores that each person's path is unique and unfolds according to their own karmic conditions. In essence, the Buddhist view of time encourages a shift from a goal-oriented mindset to one that values presence and mindfulness. It teaches that true progress lies not in external achievements, but in internal transformation and awakening. By embracing this timeless wisdom, individuals can find solace in knowing that they are exactly where they need to be at this moment, fostering a sense of acceptance and inner peace. In the modern world, the concepts of progress and success are often measured by external achievements, such as career advancement, financial wealth, and social status. These benchmarks create a pervasive sense of urgency and competition, leading many to feel perpetually behind in life. However, from a Buddhist perspective, this relentless pursuit is seen as an illusion that distracts us from true fulfillment and inner peace. Buddhism teaches that the material world is transient and ever-changing. Thus, basing our sense of worth on external accomplishments is inherently unstable. The illusion of progress and success is deeply rooted in the ego's desire for validation and recognition. This craving for external approval can lead to a cycle of dissatisfaction, as each achievement quickly loses its luster and is replaced by the next goal. In contrast, Buddhism emphasizes the importance of inner growth and spiritual development over worldly gains. True progress is measured not by what we accumulate, but by how we cultivate qualities such as compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness. Moreover, the notion of success in Buddhism is not tied to societal standards, but to personal enlightenment and liberation from suffering. The Buddha himself renounced his princely life and all its luxuries to seek a deeper understanding of existence. His journey illustrates that real success lies in overcoming ignorance and attachment, rather than amassing wealth or accolades. By recognizing the illusion of progress and success, we can begin to shift our focus from external achievements to internal well-being. This shift allows us to appreciate the present moment and find contentment in our current circumstances. It encourages us to let go of comparisons with others and to understand that each person's path is unique. In doing so, we free ourselves from the constant pressure to measure up to arbitrary standards and open ourselves to a more meaningful and fulfilling way of living. Ultimately, dismantling the illusion of progress and success helps us align with the core Buddhist principle that true happiness comes from within. It invites us to redefine what it means to live a successful life, focusing on inner peace, ethical conduct, and genuine connections with others. By embracing this perspective, we can alleviate the anxiety of feeling behind in life and cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and joy. Mindfulness and present moment awareness are central tenets of Buddhist practice that offer profound insights into alleviating the feeling of being behind in life. In Buddhism, mindfulness is the practice of being fully aware and present in each moment without judgment or distraction. This state of awareness allows individuals to experience life as it unfolds, rather than being caught up in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. By cultivating mindfulness, one can begin to see that the concept of being behind is often a construct of the mind, rooted in societal expectations and personal insecurities. Present moment awareness encourages us to focus on what is happening right now, rather than comparing our current situation to an idealized version of where we think we should be. This shift in focus can be incredibly liberating, as it frees us from the constant pressure to measure up to external standards of success and progress. When we are fully engaged in the present moment, we can appreciate the richness and depth of our experiences, no matter how mundane they may seem. In practical terms, mindfulness can be cultivated through various techniques such as meditation, mindful breathing, and mindful walking. These practices help anchor our attention to the present moment and develop a deeper sense of awareness. For instance, during meditation, one might focus on the breath, observing each inhale and exhale without trying to change or control it. This simple act of paying attention can reveal the transient nature of thoughts and emotions, helping us realize that feelings of inadequacy or being behind are just temporary mental states that do not define our true selves. Moreover, mindfulness teaches us to approach each moment with a sense of curiosity and openness. Instead of rushing through tasks or worrying about future outcomes, we learn to savor each experience fully. This approach not only enhances our overall well-being, but also allows us to respond more skillfully to life's challenges. By being present, we can make more thoughtful decisions and take actions that are aligned with our true values and aspirations. Ultimately, mindfulness and present moment awareness remind us that life is not a race or a competition. Each person's journey is unique, and there is no universal timeline for achieving happiness or fulfillment. By embracing the present moment with mindfulness, we can let go of the need to compare ourselves to others and find contentment in simply being who we are right now. In Buddhism, attachment and desire are often seen as the root causes of suffering. This perspective is encapsulated in the Four Noble Truths, which outline the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation. When you feel like you are behind in life, it is usually because you are attached to certain outcomes or desires that you believe will bring you happiness or fulfillment. These attachments can be to material possessions, social status, career achievements, or even personal relationships. The more we cling to these desires, the more we set ourselves up for disappointment and dissatisfaction. Attachment creates a cycle of craving and aversion. When we achieve something we desire, the satisfaction is often fleeting, leading us to crave more. Conversely, when we fail to achieve our desires, we experience aversion and distress. This cycle perpetuates a constant state of unease and discontentment. In Buddhism, this is referred to as samsara, the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth driven by ignorance and desire. Desire itself is not inherently negative. It is natural to have goals and aspirations. However, it becomes problematic when it leads to attachment and an inability to accept the present moment as it is. The Buddha taught that true liberation comes from understanding the impermanent nature of all things and letting go of our attachments. By doing so, we can experience a state of equanimity and inner peace. Practicing non-attachment does not mean becoming indifferent or passive. Instead, it involves engaging with life fully, while recognizing that clinging to specific outcomes will only lead to suffering. It means appreciating what you have without being consumed by the fear of losing it or the desire for more. This shift in perspective allows you to find joy in the present moment and reduces the anxiety associated with feeling behind in life. To cultivate non-attachment, mindfulness practices such as meditation can be incredibly beneficial. Meditation helps you observe your thoughts and feelings without becoming entangled in them. Over time, this practice can help you develop a sense of detachment from your desires and a deeper understanding of their transient nature. In summary, attachment and desire play significant roles in creating the feeling of being behind in life. By recognizing these tendencies and practicing non-attachment, you can break free from the cycle of craving and aversion. This shift not only alleviates feelings of inadequacy, but also opens the door to a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. In the journey of life, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparing oneself to others. This habit often leads to feelings of inadequacy and a sense of being behind. Buddhism teaches that comparison is a form of attachment that binds us to suffering. When we measure our worth against others, we lose sight of our own unique path and the intrinsic value of our experiences. Practicing non-comparison is essential for cultivating inner peace and contentment. The Buddha emphasized that each individual's path is unique, shaped by their karma and circumstances. By recognizing this, we can begin to appreciate our own journey without the need to measure it against someone else's. Non-comparison allows us to focus on our personal growth and development, rather than being distracted by external benchmarks of success. One practical way to practice non-comparison is through mindfulness. By being fully present in each moment, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When thoughts of comparison arise, we can acknowledge them and gently redirect our focus back to our own experiences. This mindful awareness helps us break the cycle of comparison and fosters a sense of acceptance and gratitude for where we are in life. Another important aspect of practicing non-comparison is cultivating self-compassion. Instead of criticizing ourselves for not measuring up to others, we can offer ourselves kindness and understanding. Recognizing that everyone has their own struggles and challenges can help us be more compassionate towards ourselves. This shift in perspective allows us to see our worth beyond external achievements and societal standards. Engaging in activities that align with our values and passions can also help reduce the urge to compare. When we immerse ourselves in pursuits that bring us joy and fulfillment, we become less concerned with how we stack up against others. Our focus shifts from external validation to internal satisfaction, which is a more sustainable source of happiness. In summary, practicing non-comparison is a vital step in overcoming the feeling of being behind in life. By embracing mindfulness, self-compassion, and engaging in meaningful activities, we can break free from the cycle of comparison and find contentment in our unique journey. Through these practices, we learn to appreciate our own progress and recognize that true success lies in living authentically and mindfully. In the journey of life, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparing oneself to others and feeling inadequate or behind. However, Buddhism teaches that each individual's path is unique and incomparable. Embracing your unique path involves recognizing that your experiences, challenges, and growth are distinctively yours and cannot be measured against anyone else's journey. This understanding is rooted in the Buddhist concept of dharma, which refers to the natural law and order of the universe, including one's personal duty and purpose. According to Buddhist teachings, every person has their own set of karmic influences and life circumstances that shape their path. These influences are the result of past actions and decisions, both in this life and previous ones. Therefore, it is neither fair nor productive to compare your progress with that of others. Instead, focusing on your own dharma allows you to cultivate a sense of purpose and direction that is aligned with your true self. Embracing your unique path also means accepting where you are right now without judgment or frustration. It involves practicing self-compassion and understanding that every step you take, no matter how small, contributes to your overall growth and development. This acceptance can be liberating, as it frees you from the constant pressure to meet external standards of success and progress. Moreover, recognizing the uniqueness of your path encourages you to honor your individual strengths and talents. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and introspection in discovering one's true nature. By turning inward and reflecting on your own abilities and passions, you can find a sense of fulfillment that is not dependent on external validation. In practical terms, embracing your unique path can involve setting personal goals that resonate with your values and aspirations, rather than those imposed by societal expectations. It can also mean seeking out practices and activities that nourish your spirit and contribute to your well-being. Whether it's through meditation, creative expression, or community service, finding what brings you joy and peace is an essential part of walking your own path. Ultimately, embracing your unique path is about trusting the process of life and having faith in your journey. It requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to let go of comparisons and judgments. By doing so, you can cultivate a deeper sense of contentment and fulfillment, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. In the journey of life, it is easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and harsh judgment, especially when we feel like we are not meeting societal expectations or personal goals. Buddhism teaches that compassion is not only to be extended to others, but also to oneself. Self-compassion is a fundamental aspect of Buddhist practice and is crucial for emotional and spiritual well-being. When we are compassionate towards ourselves, we acknowledge our own suffering and respond with kindness rather than criticism. Self-compassion involves recognizing that imperfection and failure are part of the human experience. It means treating ourselves with the same understanding and patience that we would offer a dear friend who is struggling. This approach helps to break the cycle of negative self-talk and allows us to cultivate a more nurturing inner dialogue. By practicing self-compassion, we can create a supportive internal environment that fosters growth and resilience. In Buddhism, the concept of metta, or loving kindness, is often directed inward as well as outward. Metta meditation practices encourage us to generate feelings of love and kindness towards ourselves, which can be profoundly healing. This practice helps to soften the heart and dissolve feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness. It reminds us that we are deserving of love and care, regardless of our perceived shortcomings or failures. Moreover, self-compassion allows us to accept our current circumstances without judgment. It encourages us to embrace our unique path and recognize that each person's journey is different. By letting go of unrealistic expectations and societal pressures, we can find peace in where we are right now. This acceptance does not mean complacency, but rather an acknowledgement that growth is a process that takes time. Incorporating self-compassion into daily life can significantly reduce feelings of anxiety and stress associated with the fear of being behind. It enables us to approach challenges with a calm and balanced mind, making it easier to navigate life's ups and downs. When we are kind to ourselves, we build a foundation of inner strength that supports us through difficult times. Ultimately, self-compassion is about honoring our own humanity. It is about recognizing that we are all works in progress and that it is okay to stumble along the way. By embracing self-compassion, we can transform our relationship with ourselves. leading to greater emotional well-being and a more fulfilling life journey. Meditation is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice and offers profound benefits for alleviating anxiety, particularly the anxiety that stems from feeling behind in life. One of the most effective techniques is mindfulness meditation, which involves focusing on the present moment without judgment. By paying attention to your breath, bodily sensations, or a specific object, you can cultivate a sense of calm and clarity. This practice helps you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to observe them without becoming overwhelmed. As you develop this awareness, you can begin to see that your anxieties are often rooted in future-oriented thinking or past regrets, neither of which have any bearing on the present moment. Another powerful technique is loving-kindness meditation, also known as metta bhavana. This practice involves generating feelings of compassion and love towards yourself and others. Start by sitting comfortably and closing your eyes. Begin by silently repeating phrases like, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, and may I live with ease." Gradually extend these wishes to others in your life, including those you may have conflicts with. This practice can help dissolve feelings of inadequacy and competition, replacing them with a sense of interconnectedness and empathy. Body scan meditation is another useful method for reducing anxiety. This technique involves mentally scanning your body from head to toe, paying close attention to any areas of tension or discomfort. By bringing awareness to these physical sensations, you can often release the stress stored in your body. This practice not only helps in grounding you, but also fosters a deeper connection between your mind and body, promoting overall well-being. Breathing exercises are also integral to Buddhist meditation practices for alleviating anxiety. Techniques such as deep belly breathing or alternate nostril breathing can help regulate your nervous system and bring immediate relief from anxious thoughts. Deep belly breathing involves inhaling deeply through the nose, allowing your abdomen to expand fully, and then exhaling slowly through the mouth. Alternate nostril breathing requires you to close one nostril with your finger while inhaling through the other, then switching nostrils for the exhale. These exercises can be particularly effective when practiced regularly. Visualization techniques can also be beneficial. Imagine yourself in a peaceful setting, a serene forest, a quiet beach, or a tranquil garden. Visualize every detail of this place, the colors, sounds, smells, and textures. Allow yourself to fully immerse in this mental image, letting go of any worries or stresses. Visualization can serve as a mental retreat from the pressures of daily life, providing a sanctuary where you can recharge and gain perspective. Incorporating these meditation techniques into your daily routine can significantly alleviate anxiety related to feeling behind in life. The key is consistency. Even just a few minutes each day can make a substantial difference over time. By committing to these practices, you not only reduce anxiety, but also cultivate a deeper sense of peace and contentment that transcends external circumstances. In the journey of life, the feeling of being behind often stems from our attachment to certain outcomes and expectations. Buddhism teaches that one of the fundamental sources of human suffering is attachment, which binds us to a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. The power of letting go is a profound practice in Buddhism that can liberate us from this cycle and bring peace to our lives. Letting go does not mean giving up or becoming indifferent. Instead, it involves releasing our tight grip on the need for things to be a certain way. It means accepting the impermanent nature of all things and understanding that clinging to transient states or material possessions only leads to suffering. When we let go, we create space for new experiences and perspectives, allowing life to unfold naturally without the constraints of our rigid expectations. The practice of letting go can be applied to various aspects of life, such as relationships, career goals, and personal achievements. For instance, in relationships, letting go might mean releasing the need for others to behave in a particular way or meet our expectations. In terms of career goals, it could involve accepting that our professional path may not always follow a linear trajectory and being open to unexpected opportunities. One effective method for cultivating the power of letting go is through mindfulness meditation. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can become aware of the attachments that cause us distress. This awareness allows us to consciously release these attachments and embrace a more fluid approach to life. Additionally, practicing gratitude can help shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have, fostering a sense of contentment and reducing the urge to cling. Another important aspect of letting go is forgiveness, both towards ourselves and others. Holding on to grudges or past mistakes keeps us anchored in negative emotions and prevents us from moving forward. By forgiving ourselves for perceived failures and forgiving others for their transgressions, we free ourselves from the burden of resentment and open our hearts to compassion and understanding. Ultimately, the power of letting go lies in its ability to transform our relationship with life. It encourages us to live more authentically, respond more flexibly to challenges, and find joy in the present moment. By embracing this practice, we can alleviate the anxiety associated with feeling behind in life and cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and fulfillment. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, the pursuit of material wealth and societal status often overshadows the simple joys that can bring true contentment. Buddhism teaches that genuine happiness does not come from external possessions or achievements, but from within. The principle of simplicity is deeply embedded in Buddhist philosophy, emphasizing that a life free from excessive desires and attachments leads to a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Finding contentment in simplicity begins with a shift in perspective. Instead of constantly seeking more, Buddhism encourages us to appreciate what we already have. This does not mean renouncing all possessions or living an austere life, but rather cultivating a sense of gratitude for the present moment and the simple pleasures it offers. Whether it is enjoying a quiet cup of tea, taking a walk in nature, or spending time with loved ones, these moments can be profoundly enriching when we approach them with mindfulness and appreciation. The practice of minimalism aligns closely with Buddhist teachings on simplicity. By decluttering our physical space and reducing our reliance on material goods, we create room for mental clarity and emotional well-being. This process involves letting go of items that no longer serve us and focusing on those that add value to our lives. In doing so, we learn to distinguish between our needs and wants, leading to a more intentional and less stressful way of living. Moreover, simplicity extends beyond material possessions to our thoughts and actions. Buddhism advocates for a straightforward approach to life, where we prioritize what truly matters and let go of unnecessary complexities. This can involve simplifying our schedules, setting clear intentions, and being honest in our communications. By doing so, we reduce mental clutter and create space for inner peace. Contentment in simplicity also involves embracing impermanence, a core tenet of Buddhism. Recognizing that everything is transient helps us appreciate the present without clinging to it. This understanding allows us to let go of the fear of loss and the constant striving for more, fostering a sense of ease and acceptance. Ultimately, finding contentment in simplicity is about aligning our lives with our values and focusing on what brings genuine joy and fulfillment. It is about recognizing that true happiness is not found in the accumulation of things, but in the quality of our experiences and relationships. By embracing simplicity, we can cultivate a deeper sense of peace and contentment that transcends the superficial measures of success imposed by society. In the journey of life, feeling behind or inadequate can often be exacerbated by a sense of isolation. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of community, known as the Sangha, as a vital support system for practitioners. The Sangha is one of the three jewels of Buddhism, alongside the Buddha and the Dharma teachings. It serves as a refuge where individuals can find encouragement, guidance, and companionship on their spiritual path. Being part of a community allows one to share experiences, learn from others, and receive emotional and moral support. This collective environment fosters a sense of belonging and reduces feelings of loneliness and inadequacy. The Sangha provides a space where practitioners can engage in group meditation, discussions, and rituals that reinforce their commitment to Buddhist principles. These communal activities help individuals to stay grounded in their practice and remind them that they are not alone in their struggles. The shared wisdom within the community can offer new perspectives on personal challenges and inspire growth. Moreover, witnessing the progress and dedication of fellow practitioners can serve as a powerful motivator to continue one's own practice with renewed vigor. In addition to formal communities like monasteries or meditation centers, informal groups such as study circles or online forums can also serve as valuable sources of support. These platforms allow for the exchange of ideas and experiences, making Buddhist teachings more accessible and relatable. Engaging with a community helps to cultivate compassion and empathy, as it encourages individuals to consider the well-being of others alongside their own. Ultimately, the Sangha embodies the interconnectedness that is central to Buddhist philosophy. It reminds us that our journey is not a solitary one, but is intertwined with the lives of others. By participating in a supportive community, we can find strength in our shared humanity and draw upon collective wisdom to navigate life's challenges. This sense of connection can alleviate feelings of being behind in life, as it shifts our focus from individual shortcomings to collective growth and mutual support. In the rich tapestry of Buddhist teachings, numerous real-life examples illustrate how individuals have navigated the feeling of being behind in life. One such story is that of Angulimala, a notorious bandit who had committed heinous crimes. Despite his past, he encountered the Buddha and experienced a profound transformation. The Buddha's compassion and wisdom helped Angulimala realize that it is never too late to change one's path. This story underscores the Buddhist belief that every moment offers an opportunity for redemption and growth, regardless of past actions. Another poignant example is the life of Milarepa, one of Tibet's most revered yogis. Milarepa's early life was marked by suffering and wrongdoing, including using black magic to harm others. However, through intense dedication to spiritual practice under the guidance of his teacher Marpa, Milarepa achieved enlightenment. His journey from darkness to light serves as a powerful reminder that progress on the spiritual path is not linear, and that perseverance and sincere effort can lead to profound transformation. The story of Kisa Gotami also provides valuable insights. Kisa Gotami was a young woman who was devastated by the death of her only child. In her grief, she sought help from the Buddha, who instructed her to find a mustard seed from a household that had not experienced death. As she went from house to house, she realized that suffering and loss are universal experiences. This realization helped her come to terms with her own grief and understand the impermanence of life. Kisa Gotami's story highlights the importance of perspective and the shared nature of human suffering. These examples from Buddhist teachings illustrate that feelings of being behind or inadequate are part of the human experience. They show that through compassion, mindfulness, and dedication to spiritual practice, individuals can overcome these feelings and find peace and fulfillment. The lives of Angulimala, Milarepa, and Kisa Gotami remind us that it is never too late to change our course, and that each person's journey is unique and valuable in its own right. Implementing Buddhist principles in daily life can be a transformative journey that fosters inner peace, clarity, and a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. One practical step is to cultivate mindfulness through regular meditation practice. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly, focusing on your breath and observing your thoughts without judgment. This practice helps anchor you in the present moment, reducing anxiety about the future and regrets about the past. Another step is to practice loving kindness, or metta, meditation. This involves silently repeating phrases such as, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease," first for yourself, and then extending these wishes to others, including those you find challenging. This practice can help dissolve feelings of resentment and foster a sense of universal compassion. Incorporating the principle of non-attachment into your daily routine can also be beneficial. This doesn't mean renouncing all possessions or relationships, but rather cultivating an attitude of detachment from outcomes. For example, when working on a project, focus on the effort rather than obsessing over the result. This shift in perspective can reduce stress and increase satisfaction in your endeavors. Engaging in mindful eating is another practical application. Pay full attention to the experience of eating, Notice the colors, textures, and flavors of your food. Chew slowly and savor each bite. This not only enhances your appreciation for your meals, but also promotes better digestion and a healthier relationship with food. Practicing gratitude is a simple yet powerful way to implement Buddhist principles. Each day, take a moment to reflect on what you are grateful for. This could be as simple as appreciating a sunny day or feeling thankful for a supportive friend. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering contentment and joy. Simplifying your life by decluttering your living space can also reflect Buddhist values. Let go of items that no longer serve you or bring joy. A clutter-free environment can lead to a clearer mind and a more peaceful living space. Lastly, seek out community support by joining a local meditation group or attending Dharma talks. Engaging with others who share similar values can provide encouragement and deepen your understanding of Buddhist teachings. By integrating these practical steps into your daily life, you can begin to embody Buddhist principles more fully, leading to greater harmony and fulfillment. In conclusion, feeling like you are behind in life is a common experience that many people face, but it is essential to remember that this feeling is often rooted in societal constructs and personal expectations rather than any objective reality. Buddhism offers profound insights and practical tools to help navigate these feelings. By understanding the nature of time, recognizing the illusion of progress and success, and cultivating mindfulness and present moment awareness, you can begin to shift your perspective. Embracing non-attachment, practicing non-comparison, and finding contentment in simplicity are powerful ways to alleviate the anxiety associated with feeling behind. Furthermore, showing compassion towards yourself and acknowledging your unique path can foster a sense of peace and fulfillment. Meditation techniques can provide a sanctuary for your mind, helping you to let go of unhelpful thoughts and emotions. Engaging with a supportive community can also offer encouragement and shared wisdom on this journey. Implementing these Buddhist principles in daily life may not be an overnight transformation, but with consistent practice and patience, you will likely find a deeper sense of contentment and purpose. Remember that progress is not always linear, and each step you take is valuable. Trust in your journey, be kind to yourself, and know that you are exactly where you need to be right now. To keep expanding your spiritual awareness, click one of the videos on screen now.